Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new Littlebigplanet video. Now Sackboy is incredibly overpowered, as we discussed in our last video. I wanted to make a part 2 to that, the first time making a 2-part series thing, let's go. The second time actually. But anyway, I want to talk about why Sackboy is overpowered. And I uploaded that video and I realized I forgot a very crucial thing that Sackboy could do in create mode that would pretty much make him invincible and unkillable. So the first thing is he can rewind time. In the create mode, you can press back on the direction pad and actually rewind time. This is normally used to get rid of errors you made instead of deleting them, which we'll get to later. But if let's say he gets beat, let's say Kratos from God of War punches him down and he's about to die. He can reverse time to save himself. It doesn't reverse him, but it reverses everyone else around him. So he can reverse time and save himself, which is a very important thing. The second one is he has checkpoints. In most games, characters can die, okay? And that's it, they're dead and you have to respawn. But in this game, it makes it very clear there are specific checkpoints that respawn you. Now, some of these are infinite, some of these aren't. Worst case scenario, they have 4 lives. Meaning that at the very minimum, he can respawn 4 times. So he can get a hits in, die, more hits in, and die, which gives him a really big advantage. Most checkpoints have 8 lives, which is even better, and some are infinite. So that means that he has so many more ways that if he does die, he can just respawn, come back, and keep on fighting. Another thing he can do, which I wanted to talk about, was that he can actually pause time completely. Because when you're in create mode and you place blocks, if you don't want them to fall because you haven't put on the float in midair setting, whatever the hell that's called, you can freeze time, so you can put everything below it and unfreeze time. Okay, now freezing time is a game changer because if let's say Sonic, in comment section someone said something about Sonic, so let's say Sonic attacks Sackboy, hits him a few times, Sackboy can then freeze time, making Sonic's powers completely redundant. This goes for any other character. He can just freeze time, and their powers are useless. Freeze time, no one can do anything, and he can just slap you until you die. But yeah, another thing he can do, and this is the final thing I want to talk about, is he can actually delete things. So obviously you all know this, that if you select something, like say a block or a Sackboy, you can delete them. That means that theoretically, if he was in create mode, if he's not in create mode, he'd just die. If he's in create mode, he could select his opponents with his puppet cursor and delete them. This is the most overpowered ability, because he can just delete anybody as soon as they spawn in. 20,000 Kratoses, 20,000 Sonics, I'll just mass delete you all. It is the perfect move that will just eradicate any enemy, and there's no way to defend yourself from it. Unless you can rewind time yourself, which no one else can, so it basically makes Sackboy the most overpowered being in existence. Helicopter said that Sonic could beat Sackboy if he had the Chaos Emeralds. Maybe. I feel like if Sackboy's in creative mode, he's basically invincible. Because he can't even die in creative mode. He just respawns infinitely. But, which makes him really overpowered as well. But if he's not in create mode, he can fight, he can slap, grapple, hook, whatever, but he would probably lose people like Sonic. But yeah, that's the end of this video right here. Hope you all enjoyed the part 2. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. But for now, I'll see you next video.